Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to this extra auricular consciousness expansion session. So, I was just thinking, we're right in this middle point, like a week before we head towards the second Aquarius full moon. So, it's a really powerful time for us to be mindfully aware of what's going on around us and not caught in the dramatic effort of the world that's protesting against the change that is happening. But part of the protesting is also truths to be told, but hopefully in all of our inner protesting and outer protesting, we can find our own resolution, and hopefully in all of that we can find time for quietness and prayer, and maybe once again coming into union with thyself and with each other at a heart-centered space, like a heart level. And I think sometimes we forget about that, and this Aquarius energy can typically actually make us feel a little bit more cold, can actually be a little bit more kind of walk away and take care of everything else while you're trying to figure out what's going on, and then throw at you like a brand new technology that you're not even sure how to use. But luckily, the saving grace is that the sun is still in Leo. So Leo is still this courageous heart, and we just had this Lion's Gate that we went through. I think for a lot of people, it's been very transformational on some level. And because more of the collective as well is bringing their awareness to these powerful times, to full moons, new moons. If you look towards the sky, it's been beautiful. The crescent moon, this waxing crescent moon, she's just been showing up in the night and just beautiful and dancing there next to Venus. You've been seeing the star Venus shining with her, especially at sunsetting times when she'll be seen maybe lower on the horizon as well. So make sure you take time to go outside and see the moon, how she's showing up. She's definitely been looking gorgeous. A lot of people have been speaking about her, taking photos of her. So go outside, and it's you're walking towards a new portal. This full moon's always time of completion. Is also about letting go. So what are you letting go of and choosing to? And then all the planets are moving retrograde. So this is a powerful time for really rethinking, reviewing how life has been and what you've learned and how you can take that with you. But then this Uranus energy, because 2 days before this Aquarius full moon, Uranus stations retrograde. And so it's like a huge ship in the ocean that's trying to slow down, just to pause. But there's all this weight coming with it. So it really takes a long time to find its stillness before it moves into that retrograde motion. So the week before, now, and then even the week after that, sort of retrograding, stationing, your shift in energy, maybe your awareness. Things will also seem outside, kind of shocking in some kind of way. Especially Uranus and Taurus, it's this earth element, so this idea that the earth in some way can be affected by sudden changes, unexpected changes. So things to do with food, things also to do with technology and food as well potentials. If we look at how things have been going in the world, it is good to make sure you have all the resources, because certain things may seem like they're not working as well. Maybe the post or receiving parcels has slowed down somewhat, especially if we're receiving it maybe even across the oceans. So things like that are coming in. So things to be aware of, unexpected things. But Uranus brings this unexpectedness, and with this heart-centeredness. So if we breathe into our heart center, we start to feel Leo's energy. Maybe we should do that together. We just bring our hands on our heart and breathe into that space of illuminating your heart. And then when you need to, just blow the air out, around the lips, like you're blowing out a candle across the side, on the other side of the room. So whilst you're breathing into your heart, I need to shuffle some cards just to see how we're doing. See what this energy is on this crescent waxing moon, waxing towards a generously full Aquarius. It'll be Aquarius both in Vedic and in Western astrology. Dhanastana is the nakshatra. It's the 23rd, so 23 is this 5, so transformation, but it's also about like bringing this sense of accomplishment and success in the things that we do, wealth, if you will, prosperity. These latter nakshatras are all in to do with really our liberation as well, into a sense of freedom. And maybe through lifetimes we've been doing really good work, so maybe our moon nakshatra lives within this like nakshatra, so you can see how this can affect you. And generously, like you would be a generous being. And talking about generosity, keep breathing at your heart center. Is Jupiter will be conjunct to the moon, so it brings this expansive energy, expanding into ourselves, but retrograding from a Western perspective in that Aquarian energy again. So a lot of urine and mind energy. Take a deep breath in and breathe the air out and just sigh it out, and let's see what's being offered. And this card loves to come up. It says endurance, so maybe that is what we need. To know that doesn't matter where we are in the world, the highest of places, it could also be the coldest of places. This could be stars, it could be snow. It looks like stars. But also like we can feel ungrounded. Maybe that's also just like our mental stuff, that we feel that we're so separated from it, but yet like this great mountain, which is part of Earth, is here to support us. But even like if you look at the tree, it's this idea of like it's growing in the most like obscure, obscene places, if you will, but it's somehow managed to really grow into a tree. So there's this idea of endurance, that we're never alone, we have the support that's there to hold us. And this week I've been seeing the same card. I spoke about it this week, and even the card that I pulled on Wednesday was the same thing. It had come up before. It's about the support that's there to support us, no matter how strange the picture may seem. And that's like this Uranus energy, how strange the picture may seem. So full moon is completion. It's also the sun is reflecting all its light upon you for you to really see yourself. So what is it that's coming up for you to see who you are? Keep breathing into your heart center as you feel this, like this transmission of healing light. If you breathe into your heart, if you breathe into your body and receive these messages, these ideas, that it's time for you to really look within inside of yourself. This is all about human evolution. It is. We're going through a collective evolution, and things seem like they're happening to us. But we, in all of this, we look at humanity has survived in so many ways in thousands of years. And in that we've evolved. But now we've been asked to, and this is like a picture of nature, it's like come into harmony with ourselves. We'll have that ability no matter how little we have, because this is a tree, doesn't have much like earth, if you will, like soils to grow into, but it's still growing, even though its roots are kind of maybe like soaking in nutrients from the air. That's a possibility. Soak in nutrients from the air, like meditation, breath work. Keep breathing into your heart center. See if you can soak that energy, like the harmony of human nature, like that, because it is human nature. It's like soak that into your being and see what comes. Like, how do you feel? Again, if you feel like you need to blow anything out, just round your lips and blow it out across the room. And take another deep breath into the space. And just know that all it takes is to be in your heart, to be heart-centered, to have faith and trust in the process, and connect to spirit and really connect in. This week I spent some time under the stars. I drove up the mountain to watch like the shooting stars, the meteorite shower, and you could definitely see them like coming through the sky. But just being there, mesmerized by the stars and just like the depth, and allowing yourself to travel into that space and really have a purpose while you're traveling into that space to, you know, connect deeper with spirit. I think there's this unification happening for us. Taurus and Uranus in Taurus is really about this like spiritual evolution. We've been in this mindset of material is more, but Uranus is there now to change it. So we can actually relieve sanctuary and sanctity, and we can really receive nutrients from those things that are unseen, that is vibrant in the world. It's the things that make us grow. So just ideas, things to think about. So I'm going to leave you with that. Just keep breathing into your heart center. And so from my heart to yours, may you be blissfully blessed and have a beautiful day and a beautiful crescent waxing new moon or moon. Again, this is Belinda Pearl. You can always find me at belindapearl.com.